Ladies and gentlemen, the Commissioner of the Pennsylvania State Police and a combat veteran of the United States Marine Corps, Colonel Frank Noonan.
Good morning. I am thrilled today to be here with you. This is one of the greatest days I can ever remember. It's an honor for me to be up here. I want to thank so many people that have helped me put this particular ceremony together. First of all, the men and women from the Pennsylvania State Police, our civilian employees, our enlisted personnel. They've worked so hard to put this together. My friends in the Navy, which I don't normally say, but they could not have been more cooperative. They've been such a joy to work with. I'd like to especially thank Governor Tom Corbett, who's here with us today. I don't know what it's like to be Commissioner of the State Police in normal times. But I can tell you, being Commissioner of the State Police when you work for a man like Tom Corbett, boy, that's a thrill. And he is a friend to the Pennsylvania State Police. And I'd like to thank General Craig and Ollie North and all of our dignitaries who are attended here today to give you the honor that you deserve. Every time I broach this subject with anyone, I always got the same response. What can we do to help? Everyone. I could have had the entire state police of Pennsylvania out here today to help with this project because it means so much to them. But I think it might mean even more to me, and I would like to tell you why. My father was a captain in the United States Army and served during World War II. And those of you who are a little older like me might remember the movie Patton. When General Patton comes into North Africa and there's the armed forces of the United States have been pushed back by the Germans. My father was in the battle that was pushed back. He was wounded 3 times. He was in a hospital when the Allied forces withdrew. He was captured by the Germans and spent 3 years as a prisoner of war. When he returned to the United States, he weighed 98 pounds. He was a man about 30, 40 pounds heavier than me all the time that I knew him. And he never spoke about his days in prisoner of war camp or in combat. But what he did talk about ad nauseum to me was about how when he was convalescing in a hospital in New York, he would get weekend liberty. And he could go into New York City and he couldn't buy a drink and he couldn't pay for a meal. In fact, one of the finest moments of his life, who I'm really going to be some history here, he went into Jack Dempsey's restaurant, who was the heavyweight champion of the world at one time, and Jack Dempsey personally bought him a steak dinner because of what he had done in his service. Now, I also had an experience where I went overseas and fought in a war. But I had a different experience when I came back. No parades, nobody bought me a drink, nobody had dinner. As a matter of fact, it was something that you really didn't discuss in polite society. I didn't think that bothered me at all. But I'm a father of 5, and I have 8 grandchildren, and one of my grandchildren, my oldest one about 8 years ago, said, Grandpa, there's a veterans program at my middle school. I think he was in 4th or 5th grade. And we're supposed to bring a veteran. That's me. So I go. Now, I have to tell you, with 5 kids and 8 grandkids, I've been to a number of school programs. And I had very low expectations of this in almost all of them. But there came a point during the program when they asked, there were several hundred people there, for all the Vietnam veterans to stand up. And then the people gave us a standing ovation. And for me, that was a moment. I want this to be your moment. I want to give you that moment. I understand what it's like for a family to have their loved one go overseas, fight in a war. The uncertainty is draining. It's a constant, everyday problem that you have to deal with. So to the families of our veterans, I just want to say thank you. I understand what that's like, and I understand the stress that is put on you. And to the men and women that have gone overseas and fought, I understand what it's like to worry about your family back in the States, to worry about your buddies and what's going on. I understand what it's like to try to be taking care of problems that are back home when you can't do really anything about it. I understand. But what's even more amazing about you men and women, when you come home, you defend the citizens of Pennsylvania by being state troopers or working as a civilian employee in the Pennsylvania State Police. I mean, that's truly incredible. You are truly defending this country against enemies foreign and domestic. Now, since 9/11, it seems in our country there has been a lot of problems. And it seemed that many people's solution to these problems is talk. Talk, talk, talk. There's television networks that are all talk 24/7. No offense, Ollie. But we all know that talk is never going to be enough. Men and women have to step into the arena and defend this country, or this country will cease to exist. And these are not the people that you normally see on television. These are not the people who get their pictures in the paper. They're the people that are sitting here with us today. And I'm proud to be here. Now, we have gone to a lot of trouble and a lot of thought to make this as great a day for you as possible. We have the 8th and I Honor Guard. We have a static display outside that I hope all of you will take a look at. We put some time in it. We have helicopters. We have our CERT team. We have our horses, and we have dogs. It's one of the great things about being State Police Commissioner. I can put on a real dog and pony show. And I hope you have a great day. That is, boy, from the bottom of my heart, I want this to be a great day for you. But I want to tell you, I don't think you will experience the joy that I'm about to have by saying these words. From myself, from the men and women of the Pennsylvania State Police, from the citizens of Pennsylvania, from the people of the United States of America, thank you for your service. God bless and keep you safe.
All right, everybody take a deep breath. Wipe your eyes. If the MC loses,